Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite channel, Leilani of Barbados. Welcome all my sugars. Just kidding. No, but my real subscribers, thank you guys so much for subscribing. Please press the subscribe button again if you haven't already pressed it. A lot of you asked me to look at the Markle and Markle lawsuit. Yes, Samantha Markle is suing Meghan Markle for 75,000 USD. Why is that amount significant? Because it's so small. It is so small to go to court for 75,000 legal fees. I mean, this, that, and the next. I'm sure she is suing for legal fees as well. But the point is, it's not very much. And I think that she chose that figure in spite of what she's saying she suffered, because I think she wanted to look as though she's not money grubbing, because she's not. Let's face it. I like Samantha Markle. I've always liked her. I think she's very intelligent and I think she comes across very sincere. So she's suing for defamation in the Oprah interview because she does not like the narrative that Meghan is painting of this rags to royalty and that she somehow spawned herself and raised herself and paid for herself all the way through life. Samantha Markle is finding an issue with that. So the damages include, according to Samantha, her lost revenue, her lost salary, her inability to get jobs, and just the general torment from Meghan Sugars, like emails and threats and like everything, because somehow Meghan Sugars are so blinded. They're such an interesting species that should be studied because they are so blinded by everything that's been presented. And they also think they know Meghan better than her own half-sister. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. So they decide to attack this woman and tell this woman that she's not right about life that she lived. You know, you can see how Samantha would be very upset because her father had a good job, had a good salary, was able to afford Meghan's private schooling, university, and after university even paid for her housing, her apartment and everything. Got her jobs too on top of that in the industry. Why is she blatantly lying? Look, nobody likes to be lied on. Okay? Like, it's the worst feeling ever. And she's also feeling like she was lied on. I mean, some petty things like, did you see me twice here? Did you really take me to the mall? Did you really come to my graduation? These are small things, you know, when Meghan is saying that she actually does not know her. She doesn't know her and she only saw her a handful of times or whatever. But no one likes to be lied on. It is the worst feeling in the world. And I have an interesting story. When my son was going to school in Barbados, I paid for his private schooling in Barbados. And some relative started telling people, oh, we have him in this private school and we've paid for him in this school, you know, and we've done this, we've done that. And that was factually incorrect and also impossible because you need a Barbadian bank account to pay them. The school does not take foreign checks. So how are you going to pay them without a Barbadian account? But the worst part is that is my hard-earned money. And I don't like people taking claim for my money, you know, that I spent. Like, it was just annoying. And it was like, it's just so. We still meme it and talk about it and it's a joke now. But like, honestly, you know, just to show off to people, really, it's dishonest. And it doesn't feel good when people do that to you. So I do get what Samantha's doing. I feel like her father would be more in a position to sue over that. But we already know how that goes because he already misstepped and she was rewarded for catching him and entrapping him in the letter that she wrote to him that he leaked. So I did really think he was going to sue, but I think he was more going to sue for ground parental rights and not defamation. Because it's difficult with the defamation. The newspaper lost a lawsuit and he leaked it to the newspaper. So he's not really in as good a position as Samantha Markle to sue, but it's really his case to sue about, really. Because in terms of the Oprah interview, and I'm just going to throw this out here, I don't think that this lawsuit has any legs. I'm predicting this. I predicted the Virginia Griffey. This lawnmower is driving me crazy. I'm going to make a prediction. I'm just going to make a prediction. I don't think this lawsuit has any legs. And I made a prediction about Prince Andrew and Virginia Giuffre. And I said that they will settle out of court. And they did. People are trying to say Prince Andrew's already going to trial. My belief, my feelings is that he would probably settle out. No, sorry, I just have to gloat a little bit because I was actually hoping they'd go to trial, but so that he could prove his innocence, but I predicted they wouldn't, and they didn't. And I have a video coming up on all of that. But anyway, that I've already shot, but like haven't got to it yet. But I have to get here. Let's get back here. So what she is really suffering from, Samantha Markle, is the lies that were in Finding Freedom. And I don't know why she doesn't go straight after Omid Scobie. Like, somebody please take down Omid Scobie. He tried to take down a video I put up. He was unsuccessful. But he doesn't want anybody to say anything bad about him, right? But she must suffer with him saying that she was an unfit mother. She lost custody of her children, which can be proven that it's not true. That, you know, she had 3 different children with 3 different men. That also can be proven that that's not true. You know, the Jason Knauf text messages and all the meddling that Meghan did, he will never admit to it. And unless he admits to that those are the lies that Meghan told him, Meghan's not at fault. And even in the lawsuit with the newspaper, when those text messages came out, she did do these texting with this Jason and whatever, it still did not make her lose her lawsuit. So Meghan has the best lawyers in the world, I keep saying it. And everything she's done, including the text messages to Jason, were so carefully scripted, possibly by a lawyer, okay? Everything she said about Samantha, you can't really hold on to it. What does she say? I don't know her. I'm an only child. I have no siblings, rather. You know, I have no siblings. Well, let's look up the definition of siblings.
I grew up as an only child, which everyone who grew up around me knows. And I wished I had siblings. I would have loved to have had siblings.
Sibling. Each of 2 or more children or offspring having one or both parents in common, a brother or sister. So technically, she did lie about that. However, the things that Omid said were definitely defamatory. And if anybody has made her lose deals and success, it would be those statements that he made in his book about her. Now, I have not read that book because, like I said, Omid tries to like stop your coin. So I'm not going to contribute to his coin by buying his book. But I could read the excerpts and the arguments that arise from it anyway. And it's a terrible thing. But I've tried so hard because I really want Samantha to be successful with this lawsuit, if only to show that it's not right to lie about people or lie about it is not right to recreate history. It is just not right. And it's hurtful. But I honestly don't see the connection. Now, I've done Venn diagrams, like I have a Venn diagram here. I've done some mathematical equations. If I can say the word, maybe I could actually do them. And I've tried to figure out how Samantha Markle, Meghan Markle, and Finding Freedom can intersect. And somehow she can find Meghan Markle liable for what was written badly about her in Finding Freedom. And there is no connection, honestly, because again, Omid Scobie would have to place the blame on Meghan Markle and produce proof that Meghan Markle told him these things, and that is why he wrote them. And there ain't no way that is ever going to happen. Meghan Markle has been very careful not to align herself with that book. She knew that book would rewrite her history and her story without it looking like she was writing it, when really she was. I mean, let's get real. How would he know these things about her and her sister? How would Omid Scobie we don't even know if he's a real person, huh? You know, he could be an AI person, you know, artificial intelligence, like a robot, except you'd be missing the intelligence part. So we just call him A. Can we just call him A? A has no idea who these people are from Philadelphia, from LA, from wherever. He's from England. He does not know. She only was in England for a short spell. He is not her childhood best friend. He does not know these people. So obviously, where did he get the information if not from Meghan? She has a very tiny set of people around her that she's only used for her purposes and not, not appeared to be a real friend of any of them. So the only person that could have given him information such as who her sister slept with and bore children for is Meghan. Okay? But anyway, can't prove it, then why are we going after Meghan? Can't prove it, then you can't prove it, And that's so unfortunate. But it's a small amount, and I hope that shows us that she is just really hurt and really wants the world to know her story. And I think that although she's being attacked, and I assume it's through the internet and emails and so on like that, there is a good benefit to us commentators and Megnorance analysts that we are. That should be a new subject in school, Megnorance. We have helped. I think we've helped her. I definitely have made videos on each of the issues that Samantha raises in this lawsuit. The Sizzler salad thing, when it was really an expensive restaurant, and I've got old tweets where she's talking about the expensive restaurant was a once a week thing, not the salad place, okay? The private school, the Ellen and with the car story, that the car was a broken down car. I've done a video on that with the pictures of the car. And look, I've talked about everything that she raises basically. And my first video on Meghan was the Oprah interview, which I also dissected. Sorry, I got off track there. But I think that Samantha should be grateful that there is an internet and there is a YouTube and there are commentators that have already picked apart that. Maybe we even inspired her to go forward with a lawsuit. I mean, I don't know if you could just take our legal advice or anything like that, but maybe we gave her that hope, like, people will believe me if I can prove that she's lying, and I really want the opportunity to do that. And if a court says it, then maybe that's enough for me to stop getting hate, over her lies or whatever. But yeah, we're doing that for you anyway, so don't worry, Samantha. We're on the same team, and we really want you to be successful and live your life without people lying about you. It's a horrible feeling, and I hope that nobody has to experience it. But at the end of the day, let her go along about her business. If she wants to say that she spawned herself in a Roblox game and is really a mythical character that somehow is able to live in a place like LA without any financial support from her family, let her do that, because nobody believes that. It's impossible. And it's quite a sad and disturbing thing to see how unhinged she is and unstable she is, to expect people to buy those stories when everything can be found out, everything. Anyway, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that I am not right about it not being successful, but let's see how it plays out. And I hope it gets a lot of attention on Samantha. Okay, well, thank you so much for listening to me. And yep, my other video on Prince Andrew is coming out, and I'm just editing it up and putting some special stuff in there for you guys. Okay, like my dress? It's long. Thank you so much for watching.